Hey, so today I'm here to do a video that I seen someone else do and I wanted to do it. The person I seen do it was Amy Macedo, I think that's how you say her name. And she did this video where she compared her favorite drugstore foundation and her favorite high-end foundation and put them on like half of her face to like see which one was better, I guess, and kind of like see the difference. And I don't know why, that really intrigued me and I really wanted to do it. In that video, she used the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation, and this is my baby. And I'm gonna use this for my drugstore side. But for my high-end side, I have a different foundation because she used Estee Lauder Double Wear maybe, which I think I would like, okay? I've never tried it before, so I'm gonna be using my baby, which I'm in love with, and this is the NARS All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation. And I don't know, these, okay, the color's a little different. So this one's a little bit lighter than this one. My NARS one is in the shade Fiji, and the Wet n Wild one is in the shade Golden Beige. This is just like a little darker, so I'm gonna mix in a little bit of this porcelain shade with it so that hopefully I can make my face look all the same color. That would be great. So I'm gonna start by using my Ultra Fabulous Face Foundation Primer, like always, because this is my favorite for every foundation that I have. Okay, I guess I'm gonna start with my NARS foundation, and this, you only need like the smallest little amount to do your whole face. So just to do half your face, you need an even tinier amount because a little goes such a long way. I know that a little of this goes way longer of a way than the Wet n Wild. I feel like I have to use quite a lot of the Wet n Wild one. It's not bad because I mean it's $5 and my NARS one is like, I don't even remember. I'll pop it up on the screen because it's expensive. And with this NARS foundation, I always love to use this brush specifically. This is a Real Techniques buffing brush. And I don't know why. I don't really like to use a sponge with this foundation, but with the Wet n Wild one, I do like to use a sponge. It's odd because these foundations aren't really the same at all, I feel like. The NARS is definitely more like dewy. That's why it's called All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation. And I don't know, I think it might be thinner in consistency, but they're both very thin, which is my favorite type of foundation. And I do think this NARS one has more coverage. You might be able to build up the coverage on the Wet n Wild one because everyone always talks about how full coverage it is, so I'm sure you can just build it up as full as this side. But this one right off the bat is fuller than the Wet n Wild one. Okay, I've got half of my face done. Now I'm gonna try to make a mixture of these two that hopefully matches this side. I don't know how this is gonna work. Let's see, for the Wet n Wild one, I feel like I have to use so much more product. I know that the sponge could definitely be soaking up some of the Wet n Wild foundation, but even whenever I use a sponge that is like filled with foundation, I still have to use more. And sometimes I do use a brush with this foundation, but not today, not today. Okay, this color, I feel like I did pretty good at matching. This one might be actually a little lighter. Okay, I'm gonna have to remember that this side, my left, is a Wet n Wild one. Okay, so looking at it right now, they look so similar, which is weird because I always thought of the Wet n Wild one as being matte and then the NARS one as being more luminous, but right now they seriously look like the same. Maybe they're both just like natural finishes. I feel like maybe the Wet n Wild one is thinner, which is weird because this consistency of the NARS one is like water, but the Wet n Wild one looks more like my skin, if that makes sense. And I feel like the wrinkles on this side of my forehead look like they've gotten a little bit deeper, but I always have to set them no matter what foundation I'm using or they will just crease like crazy. So I'm gonna use my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow powder in the shade Nude Beige. And we're gonna set the forehead with this right now. I literally love this powder. Both sides of my face feel like the same. They don't feel completely set, but they definitely don't feel like wet or anything. It's weird that I never thought of these foundations as really like being the same, but in reality right now they look so similar. Now my forehead looks one with itself. It just looks like all the same. I'm gonna use my Catrice Liquid Camouflage High Coverage Concealer in the shade 10. I've got two because one is almost completely out. Yeah, I might as well just throw this one away because there's not much coming out of that. I'm gonna set the concealer with my Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder in the shade 05. Might be a little bit light, but it'll be fine. And then I'll use the Pro Glow powder on the rest of the face that has not been set yet. Okay, as of right now, looks the same on both sides. Looks like twins, and yep, I love them both obviously because these are my favorite foundations. So I'm gonna go and just like do the rest of my contour blush highlight situation, and then I'll be back and we'll check in again, I guess, before I go about my day. Okay, so I'm back and I finished my face and both sides look basically the same. I think that, let me look a little closer here. My pores might be a little bit more noticeable on the Wet n Wild side. That's all I really think might be a slight difference, but I don't really know. Should I zoom you in? Do you want to see my face up close? I don't know if it makes a difference. That contour sharp though, the fuck. Not really on that side though. But yeah, I don't know if I should tell you what time it is, but it's 4:03. If this is gonna matter. I am gonna wear this throughout the day for as long as I can, and then when I come back we will be able to determine which side is better. I don't know. I don't like doing like several check-ins throughout the day. I feel like that's weird. I can just come in one time at the end and be like, this is what held up. And besides, I expect both of these to hold up very well because that's why I love them both so much. It's because they usually last perfectly throughout the whole day. So yeah, I think that's all I have to say for right now. So I'll see you in like several hours from now again soon. Bye. Okay, so I'm back. It is now 1:37 a.m. I feel like today has been so long, but it's been 9 hours since I put this on. Normally, I feel like I would wear it for longer and it would still last just as good. But today was like so hot and I was sweating a lot of the day. Other than that though, I mean, my makeup still looks good. Like, it really just looks the exact same, I think, on both sides. The thing that has happened is I think I may have rubbed it off around both sides of my nose because I was sweating, and when I sweat I go like this and make sure around my nose isn't like melting. That didn't like happen. God damn, my hair looks insane. But yeah, that didn't happen with these foundations. This side might actually feel a little bit matter, which makes sense because it was the Wet n Wild side, and that side is usually what I consider to be more matte. But do I look any more glowy on this side? I don't really think so, but I do see like glow on my forehead still from me using that L'Oreal setting powder. Just so you know, I fucking love that powder. It's gorgeous. And then like the glow right here and on my nose and stuff is clearly from my highlighter. And then on the sides of the face, I feel like my contour drooped a little, but I can still see all of it. The highlight, what you can see of highlight is just the Maybelline Master Strobing Liquid. That stuff will stay all day forever. Like, that's why you can still barely see it on my nose, but the powder always comes off. But yeah, you can see everything else, and nothing else wore off, I don't think. Maybe down here, there's this, and then this is what has happened. But so what we've learned today is that the Wet n Wild foundation is basically a dupe for my NARS one. They really seemed like basically exactly the same in every way, other than the fact that you need a lot more product when you're using the Wet n Wild foundation compared to you need barely any product with the NARS one. But yeah, there's no cakeage, I don't think. It definitely is not beautiful right around my nose where I rubbed it, okay? Like over here it's looking a little fucked up. You know, this side actually, it looks like I lost a little bit of coverage here, and like right around here doesn't look as good as this side. It's weird because I was like, should I blame my face or like something I did, or was it the actual foundation? Because everything else looks completely exactly like this side, and like it's still on just as good. And I know I was rubbing my face, and actually I remember rubbing this on. So I feel like whatever is different here was my fault. I just wanted to add in today, I was with my friend Bridget. I don't know if you've ever seen how she highlights her face, but she, oh my gosh, she'll do like the most intense highlight you've ever seen. I promise you, it's basically like blush but highlight everywhere, like blush highlight. So today she was like, I'm just gonna take a little bit of this from here and put it on my cupid's bow. I was like, are you serious? And she's like, yeah. I was like, I want some, and like none would come off on mine, which makes sense, you know, that'd be normal. And then I took her face and I was like, and then it literally highlighted my cupid's bow. That sounds so like weird, but like Who wears that much highlighter? I swear she puts on like 5 layers. The other day she told me she literally put on 5 layers. I don't know, I just found that really funny. And then I feel like I need to start doing that so I can be like, hey, just like re-highlighting the rest of my face. Anyways, I love both the foundations, but yeah, this is what has happened. I don't know, I don't really know why I did this video. It's kind of like an experiment for myself. So if you liked it, you know, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I'll be back soon with more videos. Thanks for watching, bye.